We start with breaking news across Washington. Today, Governor Jay Inslee announced sweeping shutdowns in hopes of controlling this fall surge of COVID-19. Every part of the state will now see some intensified restrictions, especially restaurants and bars. Maher Kawash explains what's changing across the state.
Washington is now shutting down a large part of its economy, 237 days after the state's initial shutdown back in March. Restaurants, bars, and gyms now all shut down for indoor operations for at least the next 4 weeks. Elected officials I talked to today understand the need for this, but called the timing devastating for the economy.
We have entered a phase of accelerated or exponential growth of the outbreak.
It's deja vu for everyone in Washington as a fall surge of COVID forces yet another round of shutdowns. That's despite the fact that most cases have come from private gatherings in recent weeks before spreading in public. That's why indoor gatherings are now banned, and just about every industry will be impacted by these changes. Restaurants and bars now limited to outdoor dining only. Gyms and fitness centers also have to close, along with bowling alleys and movie theaters. Retail stores now limited to just 25% capacity.
Eating indoors in restaurants, going to an indoor gym, attending a church service with singing, going to bars, and going to movie theaters are activities that put us at high risk.
Wedding and funeral receptions are no longer allowed. Religious services are also limited to 25% capacity. This all comes as Washington has reported 3 consecutive record-breaking days for new COVID-19 cases. In fact, at this current pace, 4,000 people would be infected per day in Washington just 2 weeks from now. COVID-19 hospitalizations are also up by 40% since last week.
The restrictions we're announcing today, which will be in effect through December 14th, are not as comprehensive or to some degree tough as our stay-home order in March.
Many state and local leaders think the timing of these restrictions may shut down many businesses for good. Governor Inslee announced another $50 million in relief for that reason, but Republican House Leader J.T. Wilcox thinks that's not enough.
The potential for 100,000 people to lose their jobs, I don't think that goes very far when you're talking about 100,000 people, and you're also talking about thousands of businesses.
Wilcox says his party is ready to go into special session to create more relief. He says there's about $4 million in a rainy day fund that can be dipped into. In Spokane tonight, I'm Maher Kawash, 4 News Now.